Hello everyone and welcome to Baru Plays, the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, continuing our road to becoming a Platinum God. So I've kind of went over a lot of your feedback as to what exactly you think I should be doing for the Lost, and rather not really what you think I should be doing, but more of what would be entertaining to watch. Because I like getting feedback from you all. And a lot of you all said that, you know what? Just hold R. Just do it. Just go ahead, hold R. It won't be that big of a deal. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, this is going to be the last run that I will probably be doing normally. Just straight up, you know, this is the Lost. This is what ends up happening. We're just going to continue where we left off from the death, and let's see if we can actually get a run going. And if we can't, then we may end up either doing A, to hold R and just get it over with, because the Lost is, well, I'll just go ahead and put it blunt. The Lost is not a fun character, not in any way. I honestly do not enjoy the Lost because the style of this game really doesn't synergize well with the Lost. And it's not the fact that he can't take damage. The idea of a challenge character where they can't take damage at all and you gotta, you know, no-hit the entire game, that's perfectly fine with me. The problem with the Lost is items like that. The black bean. Dead items are what I like to call them. This is why the Lost is so difficult. Dr. Fetus. Well, I might as well just go ahead and kill myself. Alright, well, we can, I guess, check our... No, we can't really do that. We don't want to do that. All right, well, Dr. Fetus. Samson's Chains. Well, this is a very interesting build. I mean, it can work. It can totally work. But the reason I don't like the Lost is simply the dead items. The items that don't do anything, the ones that don't contribute to the run in any way. You know, they're not going to help you kill anything. If those items were removed, such as, you know, the straight health ups from bosses, because a less than 3 doesn't do anything. If those items were removed, then maybe the Lost would be a little bit more of an enjoyable character to me. But it's the fact that I can get an item that does nothing, and I'm punished for it. I'm punished for that I have such an issue with the Lost. And I think if that... I mean, it'll get remedied a little bit when he gets changed, but... You know, I've seen the changes that the Lost is going to get. He's going to get Spectral Tears and a D4, which the D4 is all right, but I feel like the biggest change they could have made to the Lost to make him enjoyable is make it so when you're playing him, you can't get dead items that do nothing, which is pretty much every health up in the game, items that require you to get hit in order to even use them, because you can't hit Temperance Machines, period. Can't use Demon Beggars, can't do a lot of things in this game. There's a lot of mechanics that you're just like not able to even utilize. And one of even my favorite items, which is Bloody Lust, can't really go anywhere. And this is not really me ranting or raving about the Lost. You know, I'll play the character, and I'm not saying that I completely hate him, but it's how I would change him to make him a little bit more, I guess, enjoyable. That's just how I would do it. I'm curious about your thoughts on it. But this is going to be the last run that I do normally, just straight up, and we'll see what happens. Experimental treatment. Doesn't look like my damage got shifted at all, so we're still moving forward here. But yeah. That's pretty much all I got on the Lost. Go. Hey, we actually killed something. Well, this will be fun. Ah! Please don't. Please don't. Please walk away. Please walk away. Please. Ah, fuck. All right. Well, that one was a little bit of a... And you know what? There's another dead item right there. Midas Touch. Midas Touch, where if we touch an enemy, they're just gonna straight up, you know, kill me. Yeah, it'll spawn money, and if I had Holy Shield, it would work, but it doesn't normally. It doesn't normally work. So that was my last attempt there. Let's go ahead and see if we can't at least find some... Oh, hey. Okay. Oh, all right then. Very well then. You know what? Sure. All right, cool. All right. Well. Okay. Have it your way, Isaac. So this is Holy Mantle, which means that I can get hit once per room. All right. Well, I forgive you. And all is well in the world. Now, what we really need to really set this off is an item that synergizes extremely well with Holy Mantle. Which I'm trying to think would be pretty much... actually, having Midas Touch would be really nice because I would be able to run into enemies and kill them before they could even really do anything. So, you know, if we got Midas Touch in the other room, I'd be pretty happy, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. We're still gonna take this slow and steady here. A Holy Mantle does not mean that that the run is won. This means I can get hit once per room. I can still very easily, you know, get nothing else in this run. And that's one of the bigger problems as well with the loss, is that you say, all right, I'm gonna reset until I get a Holy Mantle, and then boom, the Holy Mantle shows up. But then what do you get after that? Sometimes nothing. Sometimes actually nothing. Your double deals are filled with red chests. You'll get Krampus, you'll get God rooms with no items, things like that. And I'm sorry if it comes off as ranting. I'm not really trying to come off as a rant. More like these are the flaws with the loss that I feel aren't really being addressed with the change. But hey, you know, we'll continue it. We'll see what happens. And we got ourselves a petrified poop. So let's go ahead and continue. Oh yeah, seed, by the way. QPADWSXW. So let's go ahead and continue this little adventure here. Wow, that is a lot of cash. 22 cents. Can I please find my shop? Pretty please. And we're gonna come back here just in case this is where my shop is. Which it's not, but hey, I had to at least try, right? Had to at least give it a shot here. All right. Now let's go ahead and head into the next long room here. See if we can't find what it's attached to. I'm really hoping I don't have to clear a large room on base tiers and damage. Those are always my fears. I don't like large rooms, 2x2 rooms, on just basic damage and basic tier rate. Because it just takes a while, and it just asks, you're just asking to get hit. Oh well. We've almost got this one cleared out, and this is an XL, so while we are taking quite a bit of time to actually find our boss, I won't have to worry about the haunt, as we are going to get 2 basement bosses, which is really nice. So I won't have to worry too much. And we will get our double deal after we find the 2 bosses. Mystery Pill, tears down. Oh boy. Oh, if there is any kind of death sentence on the Lost, tears down would be it. And at least find a Tears Up to go with it. A Balls of Steel that doesn't do anything. And a Tele Pills. All right. Well, I don't want to say that's just 1 foot in the grave, but that is in fact 1 foot in the grave. That is 1 foot in the grave already for this run, just because of that Tears Down is so debilitating with the Lost. Because your only line of defense as this character is your damage, which if it's just gonna get nerfed, you're gonna have a real bad time. All right, world card. I think we're gonna go ahead and buy the starter deck and a Joker card. So that is really nice. We could potentially get something good from that. And we do have a world card for the next floor, so I can find my boss quickly on the next one. Now, the Forever Alone Fly is at least good. It's not the strongest one, but it does actually have some decent range on it. So, it's actually the one I actually kind of prefer. The Distant Admiration does do more damage, but this one is a lot safer to use. Use it from a distance. So I'm happy with that. All right, and we're going to be fighting Gurglings. So I'm going to do my best to try and... here to try and kill these Gurglings, which actually it shouldn't be that difficult, considering I can just kind of, if they get too close, I can just get on the rock and they won't even attempt to try and hit me. But we're going to save the Joker card until after we either see one where we may not get a double deal, or by some sheer dumb luck we end up getting like a goat head or something and I can just pop it immediately, and maybe we can find ourselves a dead cat. That would actually be preferable. That would actually be the preferable one. All right, so we got a Halo here. That should fix our Tears Down issue. So that's really nice. Let's go ahead and take out those little guys so they don't accidentally jump into me. And we should be able to take out Monstro pretty easily here once he stops jumping around. And we can get that Forever Alone Fly in there if he would stop moving for more than a second. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's see what we get in our boss. The belt, a little bit of speed up, and a dead cat. And Book of Belial, which guarantees our double deals. Okay. Holy Mantle, Piece of the Cat, guaranteed double deals. All right, I'm liking this run. I'm liking it a lot. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and pop the world card, because I really don't need to hold on to it. We have a challenge room right here. We're going to go ahead and open that up, see what we get. I don't know why I used the Book of Belial in there, because now I have Krampus to fight. But that's fine. So getting Krampus out of the way early is going to be nice. If he drops the head, it will be unfortunate that I can't take it, but you know, hopefully he'll jump me. I was really hoping for Cole there. Oh well. Now I can check all of my curse rooms, and while there may be nothing in that one, I can at least check them all. And it looks like we're going to pretty much be using this this Forever Alone Fly to do all of our damage right now until we can force the cat. Now the problem is that it's going to be really difficult to force Guppy without a D6. Thankfully we have guaranteed deals, and we have Krampus out of the way, which means we can't. All we're going to get now are either red chests or items. So this is good for us. There we go. Dealt with pretty well. I do want to go check. I really do want to go check my item room there. So we're definitely going to go do that. And I also, you know, I could, it's an idea, I could farm up his poops. I don't know if I want to do that. I really don't know if I want to farm up poop. But I could to try and get at least 15 cents. Well, he's got me a nickel. So thanks for that. This is a pretty cheesy method, but you know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and clear that and just move on. Yeah, I think we're going to clear that and move on. The reason I want to do that is because there is, if I can make the cat, there's a potential for boss rush. There is an actually pretty good chance for boss rush. So let's go ahead and open up our item room, see what we get. Mask of Infamy, not the greatest item, but it is useful. Some more cash here, so I will be able to go into my shop. And now I've got 25 cents, so let's go ahead and head out of here. We don't need to check the bedroom. That's just a waste right now. Uh-oh. Whew. Okay. All right, that was a little scary. That was a tiny bit scary. I know I have the dead cat, but still, that room, that feel right there, that was not a feel I wanted to have. Okay. So now let's go ahead and check our shop and see if we can't get these guys in a better position that I can actually use the Forever Alone fly. There we go. Let's see what we got here. The Bible. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pick that up just to, remove it from the item shop pool. So we're going to do that, and we're going to leave. And we got Champion Gertie, which is actually not that bad. Champion Gertie's actually really nice. All right, so we'll come over here now. And what the Champion Gertie means is that she will not make any attempt to shoot tears at you. So you don't have to worry about that. Just the little ads, which don't really do much of anything. All right. We already have a guaranteed devil deal, but we've already seen what's inside of it. Krampus is waiting for us in there, and we don't want any of him. So, yeah. Just a great chest in there. Some soul hearts that don't do anything for us, unfortunately. All right. Looks to be about everything. Let's go ahead and try and find our boss. That's going to be our main priority right now, is to find the boss. And maybe we can get some speed going here. I have my doubts about being able to make any kind of boss rush right now. I have my doubts. There's a possibility. I'll be happy with just a victory. I would be happy with just a victory. This early in? Yeah. I'm not asking for a boss rush right now. All I'm asking for is maybe we become Guppy and take out the harder side, which is the lamb. The lamb is definitely a lot harder because you have to go to the dark room, and everything in there is generally just a giant pain in the ass. All right. Just kind of moving on through here. This Forever Alone fly is really most of our damage right now. That Tears Down pill is still very noticeable. Let's get this side. Let's just go in a nice little circle here. All right, this is a pretty long room, I gotta say, so far. And this long room is really easy. Just 4 little bats. Okay, that's fine. You want to make that a long room, go right ahead. Little freebie there. Still waiting to see how far this is gonna go before I find A, my item room, B, the boss. Surprised I haven't found either of them yet. How is that even possible? Okay. Got kind of lucky there with that. Does this ever end? Hello? Hello? Item room? My item room's all the way at the beginning? I gotta see what's in the boss room first. As much as I would love to backtrack. Oh boy. Much as I would love to backtrack all that way there, I gotta see what's in here first. Because this could be a game changer in here. Alright. So Mega Fatty's down. He didn't even really hop that much. That's nice. Devil Deal, Spirit of the Night. A little bit of Spectral Tears. So not really anything. So we have to go through Depths 1 and Depths 2. If we made Guppy, I would be more apt to just kind of push and try for the boss rush. If we made the cat, I think it could have happened, but in our current state, I'd like to just try and maybe secure a victory here. So that's what we're going to try and do. Assuming we can even win, because in our current state, this is not a winning build. Not even close. Not even remotely close. And some butt bombs. Now we've got the victory. You know, I was talking about how you got to get these items where you got to get like the Holy Mantle, you got to get the Dead Cat, and I found both in this run. Granted, we haven't used the Dead Cat yet, but we found both. Now, the real question is if my theory is going to go through and say you're going to find these items and then you're not going to find anything else to go with it, which seems to be holding true so far. That seems to be holding true so far. So we're going to take our time. There's no way we're making the boss rush, period. Yeah. This is a very awkward room. This is a very, very awkward room. Okay. A little bit of money there. I'll definitely take that. Let's go ahead and head down before we head into the large room. You'll always notice I try and avoid the large room. Always do. I should probably make a more concentrated effort to try and find my secret and super secret rooms, considering I have, you know, so many bombs right now. One golden chest doesn't really feel worth it to me, but at this point, you know, with the character that I'm playing, I may not even have that choice to really say, I don't want to do it for one golden chest, because that one golden chest could be the one that gives me like Guppy's head, and that could be the game changer right there. That could in fact end up being the game changer. All right, so what do we have in here? Greed. It's actually not too bad. That means that we will not be seeing greed in our shop, which is really nice. And we take a little tap from him, but that's fine. That's what our Holy Mantle is for. Here's our item room. Ooh. Let's not do that. Quarter. Well, I can already pretty much afford everything. I guess I'll be doing some donating. Now, here's one strategy that I have no problem with employing. Sit and wait. Just sit and wait. Well, I guess I can also shoot my tears. I do have the, I do have Spectral Tears, so I guess I can do that. But if I ever get in that situation, I'll sit there. I'll definitely sit there. All right, some leeches. Not too bad. Some more bombs and keys. We're getting a lot of resources so far, but not really too much ones that actually let us complete this run. right. Couple of hollows here. And they're making a little bit more poop for us to break so we can find some more cash, which I don't really need, but hey, whatever. We'll just keep breaking them, getting some more pennies, and we'll donate them all, and then we'll get teleported in that room, and we'll fight good old War. All right, War's a pretty easy boss. Actually, it's if we can get him off his horse, it's a guaranteed victory, because of our spectral tears, we can kind of cheese the second part of the fight, which is nice because I don't really have that much damage. I do need to, however, keep a little bit of keep a rocket intact. There we go. So now we can kind of abuse this here. He can't hit me. He's not really going to do anything at all. I'll get that Forever Alone fly in there. Cube of meat, which is the ideal version, and Abaddon. All right, well, it's good to finally find Abaddon. However, he's not really that great. Abaddon's awesome if you actually have health, but in our current state, it doesn't really matter. We might as well go ahead and take the broken stopwatch, just in case. You know, your chances of proccing the faster version are not really that high. And we're gonna also go ahead and donate as much as we can if I can get myself stuck in there. Well, okay. So that's everything. I guess we'll buy the remote detonator for some bombs. I'll take the key, and that should be it for this floor. But I am gonna, you know, we're not making the boss rush, so I'm gonna fully explore it. I'm gonna say, you know, let's knock out everything. And because of the Holy Mantle, I can actually abuse the cube of meat just a little bit here. And look at that, it's already coming into play. The stopwatch, which is actually going to allow me to kind of use the cube of meat against the Gurglings. So hey, it's a victory for everybody. And we got ourselves a little bit of a bedroom here, so hey, I'll try it out. I'll definitely try it out, see what's going on in there. I mean, we do have the excess bombs, so I mean, why not? Worst case scenario, I'd lose 2 bombs. And this one is not going to be... That one's not going to be a crawl space because there is pee on the bed. The way those crawl spaces work in the bedrooms is if the bed is neat and tidy, no piss on it, then it will be a crawl space. And by that I mean there's going to be, you know, potentially an item or a black market in there. However, if I bomb it right now, oh, okay, I guess I'm over here now. Let's try and find a card here. What do we want? Lovers, 2 of clubs, some more bombs, 2 of diamonds. I guess I'll double my cash for no apparent reason. Since I have the bombs, I'll go ahead and try and find a Joker card, I guess. Hierophant doesn't do anything. World card doesn't do much, but I'll hold on to it nonetheless. And let's go ahead and do this. There we go. There's some more keys. We'll go ahead and pop our Book of Belial so we can clear it a little bit faster. All right. I didn't know where they were at, so I was just like, hopefully we can maybe kill them. All right, so we got a High Priestess and a World card, so I can use the Mom's Foot to potentially kill something, I guess. Can't use it on the next boss because I can't use Mom's Foot on Mom's Foot. It'll just smash me. So let's go ahead and head into the next floor and keep hoping for those pieces of guppy. That's really all we can do right now. So yeah, let's head on over. We'll go ahead and place a little butt bomb right there. Disorient them. You know, I'm actually really happy to see Super Greed, because that means that our shop will not have... Wow, you're just going to give me all the money today, aren't you? That means our shop will not have any greed inside of it. So there will be items. There will be items inside of it. All right, take out Chub, and let's see what's in our item room. Dry Baby. That is actually going to be pretty useful. He will be of use in fights. I don't know if I should go for Isaac. And honestly, I don't even need the... Yeah, I don't know if I should go for Isaac or the lamb, but he'll be useful either way. Oh, I got hit, which means that I'm dying. Okay. Bye. All right, so there's one cat life lost. I would have been able to avoid that, but I just completely forgot, like, hey, I'm going to take damage going out. So that's fine. That's fine. Good old webworm. And I'm being real aggressive. I'm being real aggressive on this cube of meat when I know I can be. All right, so let's see what's in here. That is really tempting. Oh, but there's no way I can really justify it, unfortunately. I would like to take the pay to win because I have a lot of cash and I could pretty much abuse it. Stars, Hermit. Doesn't really matter, does it? We'll take a world and we'll take a stars card. I mean, I could take the Polaroid and the negative. I think I'll just do that. I think I'll take the Polaroid and the negative. If I end up making Guppy, I'll go to the dark room. If I don't make Guppy, I will go to the chest. Because otherwise, I don't feel this build is lamb ready without Guppy. I mean, it's barely lamb ready with Guppy. So, yeah, I think that's how we're going to play this out. There we go. We'll place a bomb right there. 2 of diamonds just to make sure I've got plenty of cash. Oh, nice. And we've got a slow mom. They're not even going to be really... Oh, there's my holy shield. Woo. Bye, mama. All right, let's see what we have in here. Razor blade, come on. All right, well, let's go ahead and take the Polaroid first in case I screw this up. Well, didn't quite touch it all the way, but that's fine. We have another teleport card. So we can head back there. It's actually closer. So we'll have another shot at doing that. We just need to, there we go. There's our Hermit. Let's try that again. There we go. It's gonna guarantee the next deal, but I just don't know. All right, well, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna need 2 pieces of Guppy in this next deal in order for me to justify going to the dark room at this point. I mean, I'm happy with how far we've currently gotten, but like I said, in order to justify it, it's got to have a certain thing for it. Let's go ahead and bomb into that challenge room and see what's going on in there. Odd mushroom. It's an extremely slight damage up, but it's a damage up nonetheless. Damage is damage, not that much, but it is a damage. And we are gonna just, well, I was gonna say we're gonna bomb through everything, but I can't really bomb through this room. There we go. I'll throw down a few butt bombs to kind of soften them up a little bit, and then we'll finish them off. All right, on to whatever boss we're fighting. Teratoma, not that bad, especially once you add in the Once you add in the stopwatch effect, it's really not too bad. Now, if I had a stopwatch, I would definitely not be opposed to going to the dark room as is. Meat and 3 red chests with only a go-head in it. Gotta guarantee that last deal. So yeah, we are gonna be going to... We're gonna go to the chest on this one. I don't feel like it's lamb ready. I mean, I don't even feel like it's chest ready, to be perfectly honest. But I gotta go with whatever kind of happens here, and that's what's happening, so let's do it. All right. We'll go ahead and pop our Book of Belial right here. Or, you know, Dry Baby will be MVP and kind of kill everything. I'm not gonna lie when I say a good portion of our damage is gonna be Dry Baby in the Isaac and Blue Baby fights, because it is. It's gonna be him. He's gonna be the real MVP. Trying to find a way to kind of scooch in there and kill both of them. Looks like we got them. And there we go. Let's head to the other side. This should be where our boss is connected to. And took a little hit there, but that's fine. All right. Mom should be right around the corner here. We'll go ahead and place a bomb right there and one right there. Oh, a troll bomb. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Uh-oh. Ow. Well, that is 7 lives left. Man, I gotta say, this damage right now is just amazing. I have Halo and I think Abaddon? Halo and Abaddon. And Thin Odd or Big Odd Mush. Alright. Those are my damage ups. That's actually worse than the Cricket's Head. That's worse than the Lazarus Cricket's Head. So the only reason I'm making it this far is because of Cube of Meat and Forever Alone Fly and Dry Baby. It was like the only reasons I've even made it this far. Well, the Holy Mantle and the you know, the dead cat definitely do contribute to it, but it's mostly just those items. All right, it lives. Not gonna bother hitting my Book of Belial because I could potentially die here, and I will have wasted my book. All right, now let's get you positioned. And we'll wait and see what happens here. Oop. Well, we let a tear hit us. That's what ended up happening. 6 lives left, I believe. Ooh, infamy proc there. All right, we've still got our proc, or our Holy Mantle proc. So I'll go ahead and keep the. Go ahead and hit that. All right. Get him back into position. And our damage is not very good at all. Like in any way. In any sense of the word damage, we don't really have much. go. And that'll allow us to bypass the chub phase, so I don't have to deal with that, because I would more than likely get hit. And we've unlocked Angel Baby. Oh, baby thing. All right, we're definitely heading up, because after that mom fight, there is no way in hell I'm killing the lamb. Actually, I don't even know how I'm killing Isaac. Actually, I do know how I'm killing Isaac. Dry Baby. Dry Baby is going to kill Isaac. And this proves my point about the whole, you'll find those protection items and then you won't find anything else to really go with it. Yeah, I'm super protected, but I'm like, you know, taking a snail's pace through this run. And it's extremely difficult. For all of the wrong reasons. It's difficult because I can't really hurt whatever it is I want to try and fight. So, yeah. Also, that was extremely lucky that he kind of died right there. Otherwise, he would have rammed right into my face. Still feeling that tears down. Oh boy, infinite keys. And a curse room. There's still the chance. The Cathedral Guppy. Could happen. Said nobody. You know, I lied. I'm going to be able to use butt bombs. You know what? Butt bomb. Aw, he knocked away my butt bomb. There. Now I've got some butt bombing going on. Some good old butt bombage. Please stop spawning maggots. I don't have enough damage to really fight maggots right now. When it's taking this many hits to kill maggots, when this is the sloth fight, you know your damage is bad. But I will say I've at least given it, you know, I've given it a worthy effort to try and make this run work. I've given it a pretty strong effort to try and make this work. And I went ahead and grabbed the tick there because, well, yeah. Might as well pick that up now. Because anything else is just going to be kind of a waste. All right, Dry Baby doing all my damage. Oh, hey, Duke of Flies. An easy room. That's really weird. Duke of Flies should not live this long. Duke of Flies should not be alive this long. But hey, whatever. All right, got myself a nice little penny. Oh boy. Well, a death card's nice. Necronomicon has appeared in the basement. Oh boy. I'm glad I've unlocked that item. That will definitely make my devil deals nice and juicy. All right, got a penny. I do have an idea as to how I can maybe deal a lot of damage to Isaac. It's gonna be a risky strat though, for sure. It's definitely a risky one. It's not one that I can just pull together and say everything's gonna be all right. No, not even close. And it basically involves me putting Dry Baby inside of Isaac. It's not going to be very easy. There we go. Ooh, Mask of Infamy with the proc, saving me a life. All right, double Steam sale. Maybe I can find a card that'll do something for me. I don't know. Maybe. What do we got? Hierophant. Cool. Soul hearts. Oh boy. Well, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Please don't be connected to this. I'm trying to make him get hit. Please don't stomp me. Please no stomp. Please no stomperino. I really want to use this Book of Belial. I really want to try and use this Book of Belial, but it's just not going to happen right now. All right, keep it calm here. Just try not to get. Whoa, fear stomp. Whoa, fear stomp. Oh, there goes the holy mantle. I foresee a potential death here. How much health do you have? Ooh, that was a short hop. If he hadn't have missed, that would have been it. Okay, good. Suck it in. Of course you proc Necronomicon when they're all dead. Of course you do that. All right, thanks, Dry Baby. Okay. This is all I got. I tried. Oh. How? I don't know how. I don't know how. But whatever. We're rolling with it. Good Necronomicon. Good Necronomicon. Alright, keep them dead. Alright, we're still going. All right. Dry Baby is going to be the true MVP here, assuming I don't get beamed to death. I feel like I should just go ahead and hit the... I feel like I should just go ahead and hit the Book of Belial. But at the same time, you know what? Let's just hit it. We're this far in. Let's just hit it. Top right. Okay. All right, top right again. All right, well, we just killed Isaac with Dry Baby, basically. All right, Isaac's heart has been unlocked. Thank God. Thank God I have that shitty item. All right, Curse of the Blind. I have no idea what I'm picking up. I need something. Demon Baby, Mr. Mega, Iron Bar, and Cursed Eye. Well, all right, cool. Well, it's been nice knowing you all. It's been nice knowing you all. So we're gonna try and make it to Blue Baby. If we can make it to Blue Baby, I have faith that we can kill him pretty easily because Mr. Mega is really good for taking him out. And hopefully I can get Dry Baby to proc here. That would be really nice. Yeah, we're going to have to save a couple of our bombs here for the actual blue baby. Okay. That was not a fun fight, but if we can get Dry Baby, we can get the auto turret baby in a good position. We should be just fine. Well, that's assuming we can find them, but I'm going for a victory here. I think this is a potential victory. It's not exactly one. It's not like a freebie, here you go, but it's definitely possible. Nice. Nice job on that Dry Baby, absorbing the entire shot there. Okay, good. I'm glad that you decided to... There we go. You decided to proc on this room, which is really nice, because that would have been really difficult with my damage to try and clear. The Fool card. All right, well, that's not really... That's going to get me out of a really tough dead end, I guess. I guess if I hit double cage and that ends up not being the way, I can save a life and choose to not take it. Choose to not just throw it away. All right, what do we have here? Devil card. That's not really going to do anything for me, unfortunately. Maybe I can get double Mr. Mega. Now that would be really nice. If I could pull off double Mr. Mega, then we'd be getting somewhere here. Oh, there goes our Holy Mantle. That's fine, as they are almost dead. Oh, double Mr. Mega. All right, and there's our boss. So these bombs are going to really hurt him, in addition to, you know, me having Dry Baby. So here's what we're going to do, actually. We're going to jump in. If the stopwatch does not proc, we'll hit the Fool card and try it again. A Jera rune. Well, isn't that just a kick in the teeth? Judgy. Well, actually, I probably could have Jera the Judgy, thinking about it now, but hey, whatever. Celtic Cross. That doesn't really do anything for me. I guess we'll Jera the Fool card. All right, well, let's see if he procs. All right, did not get any kind of proc there. Nope, that's the Lovers. Nope. Didn't get anything there. I guess this is the real deal now, so let's go. Let's try it. All right. There we go. There is our first victory for the Lost. The body has appeared in the basement, and Dead Boy has been achieved. I don't know what Dead Boy is. I actually have kind of forgotten what Dead Boy is, but hey, I did it. So neat. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and I'll catch you all in the next one. I think on the next one, we're not going to play The Lost. I think we're going to do Isaac. Anyway, catch you on the next one, everybody. Later.